What's going on, guys? So today on this SHOKY Quickie, we're going to be taking a look at something new I just picked up from Diamond Select. It is their DC, I forgot the actual name for it, but it's their version of statue things, not masterpiece, some kind of collector something, I don't know. Either way, it is the uh, Diamond Select version of the Red Death, which is the Flash version of Batman, more or less, from Dark Knight's Metal. And we looked at the Batman Who Laughs last time, and it is a statue, not a figure, so it just is what it is. Seems to be all cast in some type of plastic. The figure itself is actually a bit heftier than the base. The base is pretty lightweight plastic, but looks like dirt and mud and stuff. He's got a groove there because obviously he's coming to a stop. But yeah, this thing is painted to the nines. More than likely sculpted all in red and then shaded throughout. Got some lighter red here and then along here on the ribs. Then once again down here on the legs, you got silver here on the chest for the bat crest that's split with the lightning bolt. It's pretty cool. And then up here on the bat ears, so to speak. I'm going to raise the camera up just a little. Here we go. And yeah, so if you guys ever know anything about Dark Knight's Metal, usually the Batman from an alternate universe, from the Dark Multiverse, in fact, he just somehow turns into other heroes, so to speak. So this version is kind of merged with the Flash. Don't really want to spoil anything, but that's just the way he is. And you can see here, he's got some Force Lightning bats coming off of him. Now, the original images they showed, these were a little bit more clear, so they'd be, a little bit more translucent and light up a little bit more with surrounding light. But they do look pretty good for what they are. You can see there. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. And as a character, he ended up being pretty neat because he's not only Batman. He's got some Flash aspects to him too. This thing runs about $40 or so, just depending on if you catch it on sale. I pre-ordered it, so it was a little under 40. Plus, with shipping, it is what it is. Oh man, but it's sculpted very nice. I really do dig it. I hope that eventually DC Multiverse will give us some actual figures for the Dark Knights. So this is the second one in my collection. They're kind of going out of order. Red Death was actually the first one to appear, and then more of them came on later. I did actually, as of just before filming this, I did order the next one, which is The Drowned, which is a very cool version of another alternate Batman. And then after that, they've got Dawnbreaker coming out sometime soon. But they don't have Devastator, Merciless, Murder Machine. They don't have any of those guys coming. But the actual DC collectibles versions exist. But I don't like their molds as much. They have a really cool Batman Who Laughs with his crows, but for the most part, it is what it is. I'm going to get some close-up shots, though, because this thing is worth looking at close. You can see how the face is molded. He actually looks a lot like Zoom, which is pretty cool, which makes sense, because it is more like armor than a suit, which makes sense for Batman. The eyes are painted orange, and you can see the, bits around the ribs and things like that. Just a very nicely sculpted deal. Though this energy blap down here at the foot, well, I guess technically speaking, that's probably ground being turned to lava while he's trying to stop. Is kind of what it looks like. And they probably could have done a better wash down here on the dirt, but it is what it is. So can't complain too much. And considering it's only a $40 statue, I'm really not mad at it by any means. Got a couple of paint flubs here and there, and a big old plastic chip right here on the back that keeps popping up, but you can see it's washed all down the back. A nice little booty there. Also a flexible section at the back of the knee. Looks pretty cool. And once again, of course, you got your energy bats. Once again, I wish this had been more energy looking, like it actually had a bit more translucent to it. I think they airbrushed over it just a bit too much, in my opinion. But he's very cool. It almost looks like you can turn the head, but you can't. You know, not like a McFarlane figure that's also more or less a statue. And this thing is beautiful. Look at that. All right. But for the most part, guys, you know, that's pretty much it. Not a whole lot to go over. He is a statue. Um, there he is, size-wise, compared to Wally. Ow. And then with the boss man himself, you know, the Batman who laughs. So one thing I kind of wished is that they had like interlocking bases so you can make a cool display, but you know, it is what it is. And the Drowned has her own base, which is like water and octopus tentacles and stuff. It's actually very, very cool. Once again, they have a version of that from DC Collectibles. I don't think it's as good. It's not bad, but I don't think it's as good. These are very, very like comic accurate. Um, so I really do dig them, and for the price, I think it's worth it. I just hope we get the entire line from Diamond Select. So far, they've only shown off the 4, and we haven't seen the other ones yet. They do have a Wonder Woman after she has her 10th metal armor, but I'm not that interested in it because she's by herself. It's like if they had all the heroes with their different things, that might be worth it. But in this case, I just want the Dark Knights because they're so interesting and cool at the same time. But guys, hit that like-ish button down there. I say like-ish button now. Hit that like button down there if you like this video. Hit the subscribe-ish button if you're new to the channel. Still sitting right below 100 right now. Yeah, see if we can get a few more people around on this channel. And of course, if you want to check out the Shoky gear, you can totally get some of that right here, along with the Patreon if you want to help support all the things I do around here, like buying cool stuff like these statues, which are actually really, really cool. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'll catch you on the next review. And remember, as always, to keep on nerding.